Good evening, Ms. Tish Hanifan, another happy guest from the Evolution from week May 25th to June the 1st, tomorrow. Ms. Tish, thank you for giving me the chance to interview you. I certainly, as you have heard the other guests, I would like to ask you what is actually your opinion from day first when you came to the Galapagos and now that you're about to leave the islands tomorrow, that you're about to leave the Evolution. What has been your opinion about the whole thing? What is in your existence right now that you can teach us about your time with us?
I came with two friends, and it was going to be for us the trip of a lifetime. I thought I knew a little bit about the Galapagos Islands, but since I've been here I realised I knew hardly anything. That it's been an amazing experience, and I think most importantly it's been a massive privilege to be here on the islands and to really be able to observe the animals as they live and as they would want to live. To go back home and talk about it, to be, as a lot of people have said here, an ambassador for Galapagos would be, a wonderful thing to do, because too many countries have learnt the lesson too late, and by the time they've come to conserve things, the very best things about it are lost. And at this moment, it seems to me a key time for Galapagos, that as the world starts to hear more about it, so it's incredibly important that there is the right financial backing, as Ros said earlier, but also the right education. Because the difference between coming as a tourist and walking around it is that you wouldn't take Galapagos home in your heart because you'd never have understood it. And when I saw the itinerary for the Evolution, it looked interesting, but the itinerary doesn't do justice to what we've actually done. We've come as close as we can by walking, by snorkeling, in every way to get as close as we can to the land animals, to the marine animals. And actually, Sam, the bit that really has made a difference is being shown around by people that, one, really understand it, because what's been fascinating has been the questions people have asked. And no matter what question anyone's asked you, Sam, you've always known the answer. Whatever random question is thrown at you. So we've been really, truly privileged to not just to see these animals, but to be educated by someone like you and someone like Alex, who has really helped us. But you especially have got a massive passion for these islands. And I don't believe that anyone would come on one of these cruises and would go home without taking a little bit of Galapagos in their hearts after they've listened to you talk about these islands.
Thank you very much for what you just say. Ms. Tish, so you think you will recommend this to your family and friends? And
I would recommend it to absolutely everybody, not just because of what I said about Galapagos, which I think is a truly amazing place, and about the wonderful tours we've had with you, but the whole of the trip worked out by Evolution has been effortless for us. And when we came on board, I know Victor, the captain, said that we should treat this for the time that we're here as our home. It's been really easy to treat it as a home because the atmosphere on here is all about making the guests feel really comfortable. And also, we have done an awful lot of things. We've done an awful lot of things while we've been here. So if anyone wants to see the Galapagos, the only way to do it really is to do it by cruising and seeing all the different islands. And I can't envisage what other cruise could offer everything that the Evolution has offered us.
thank you, Ms. Tish. Then just a final message for conservation, also for our company and all the people working in the company. I heard from you that you want to come back in the future to the Galapagos Islands and probably do the other cruise with us to the Western volcanoes.
I'd love to come back and do it again, and I think there's a lot that everyone can learn about how to get this right. The need that the island has for tourism, I can understand, but the need to balance that hugely with conservation, is very important. And I felt that at the beginning, in the first part of our cruise, everybody on the Evolution, before we set foot on any of the uninhabited islands of Galapagos, it was made very clear to us that it was a privilege for us to be there, and that we should, as human beings should do, that we should tread lightly on the earth, and that we shouldn't, as we were told, we shouldn't leave any trail. And I think going with an organisation that makes that clear is really the key to getting tourism and conservation to work hand in hand.
Ms. Teach, thank you very much. You were very kind and very teaching about your feelings for Galapagos.
Thank you, Sam.
We'll stay in touch. Just to give you a short proof that it's been me interviewing this happy guest in Galapagos. I am very convinced that by sharing with everybody these comments, we're only making possible to convince the world that we're trying to be professional and we're trying to be, the dream makers for all of the happy moments from the guests in Galapagos on board the Evolution and on board Quasar Nautica. To all of you, dear friends, sincerely, Samuel Quiroz, Naturalist Guide, Level 3. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sam.